Welcome back to another video of my solo create series with me, Affected Hippo. I'd better take this guy with me. Nope, hang on. I'll get it. We'll put our windmill bearing down, a chest, and we'll take 2 windmills, a few more sails. We'll definitely want one there, a little gap there. And then this was how I had planned on putting down all of my deployers, and the deployers are here, of course, so that we can continue planting the trees in the farm. I don't know. I'll put a few more down here. I don't know why I do 8. I just feel like I've always seen 8 in this sort of layout. We'll put it up this way so you can do it all in one. I didn't do it. We want all the glue in one block because that is better for the game to process. And then each one of these will want to be dug out 1 level. Since this is the perimeter of the farm, I can turn this into... I should be able to turn it into not bone meal, into bamboo. However, these... I suppose I should put down my contraption with all of my storage in it as well. Alright, well, whatever. So I have the farm broken down into... Don't ruin my take, please. I have the farm broken down into what I'd like to plant 4 of, what I'd like to plant 2 of. Now what we will be doing in this case is we're going to be slapping down some propagules in the outside corners. We'll start this guy. No. We'll start this in the other direction. The propagules go on the outside just to get them out of the way. And then just 2 blocks from our hole, 2 blocks from our hole. We'll start putting these guys in. 2 blocks from our hole. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I may have built this wrong. But, I can't be bothered fixing it. Unless, of course, it doesn't work. In which case, you probably won't see this footage at all. And what I will have to do is find roughly the corner over here. And we'll take this quickly. One more. There we go. And I don't know. Put in farm. Tree farm. Now, one of these is going to have to disappear. Might as well be the starting position. See, that guy's already grown. So I hope you just lock in place there. Nope, you came over here. Even better. Alright, there we go. It is. Alright, go again. So it didn't even matter that I pulled those up. Now you should see. Oh, nope, looks like a miss. She may have to get a little bit bigger. I guess we'll find out if it cuts down this whole tree or not, in which case you'll see this footage, and if not, you won't. I have a feeling, though, you won't. Oh, yeah. This is getting a little redesign, then. With this guy stuck, well, these two probably stuck out just a hair further. Where's my wrench? There she is. One there. Put you in that place. You think that's gonna be alright? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe that's why I had a 6 earlier. I don't know. What we will be doing, however, is leaving this here. And I will be grabbing a 6th, which I had earlier. A 6th deployer, I should have said. I did not actually finish the sentence. How's that? And then just so I can say I've got 8 on there. Go ahead, try and finish now. Propagule, well, saplings, propagule. The propagules get a lot of space because they don't like to grow. They don't like to work with me here. And then that should cut the whole tree down. Alright. And then I suppose maybe the next time it comes through, it'll try and plant those. We'll find out. What we will do in the meantime is not get hit by that. We'll throw some jack-o'-lanterns down for light. And then I'd like to take some logs, or some wood. I suppose these will do. Just so I have access to this guy. Put that away. Come on, plant here. It did not plant there, so are they too high? Or am I just wrong? You know what? I didn't place this. That's probably not doing me any good. Let's take these up so I don't grow any extra trees. In fact, I could just put them all in here. And that is why we left the stairs in there. So you're in there. Let's go ahead and put this in. Block higher would probably be good. But that looks pretty centered. I mean, it's reverse of what I had it as, but I think it is. Nope. Nope, this is right. So if I do this, and then maybe I place it in these filters, since it's already placed down. I mean, that one placed. Was there anything to go here? Those would be birch saplings. There weren't any. But hey, you know what? I see it planting. I'll take it. I will take that. Follow-up will be bamboo. And yes, I'm choosing to ignore these guys. bamboo will go in all these slots, creating somewhat of a natural wall, but at the same time, we're also going to be getting, we'll be getting bamboo blocks, which will just be another thing I can build or that's new. Probably a thing with my mod pack or my texture pack, not sure. Oh, and then those are wrong. So switch these out right quick. I do think I want polished stone. I think that is connected texture. That's exactly what we want. Nope. Please stop. Really messing with my efficiency here. My speed. Now I'm thinking this area over here would be a good place for a power station. And my logic behind that is I've already built it in creative, made a schematic, and I feel like this fits comfortably within one chunk, and then I could extend it horizontally if I ever needed more power. I can't imagine I would need more power, but in the event I need to double up, I could. So I might build this. I might just print it to make it easier on myself. I have a materials checklist here. So, yeah. That's probably that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. If nothing else, though, I will be digging out a small hole between these two corners. And then this will be where I get my infinite lava supply from, which means this guy's probably in the wrong spot. But, no, I kind of like him there. So maybe I'll extend it out. 2 blocks? Should still be fitting within the same chunk. It's not. It could be. And now it's in the same chunk. So this should be here now. Not that it really matters if it is in the same chunk, but this way when I get around to actually doubling the size of my station, I can go this way. And in fact, it won't be doubling because I have plans to make this a 18 size, 18 size, so that's 1,000,000 stress units. There's no way I should ever be topping that off, ever be going beyond 1,000,000 stress units. So this should be fine. Well, when it's bigger. But if I ever need 2,000,000, I can of course do a second one. I don't think that's likely though. I will, however, be, I guess, digging my hole while this gets started. I need blaze rods. Not blaze rods, I need the guys. What are there? Blaze burners. No. Alright, and then while I'm here, get rid of him. Now this will probably be a bad idea. But I'm here. I might as well check. I have no reason. Oh, there's that one. I got these. What are you, soul speed? Sure, why not? Well. So it was going really well, and then I did this, and now I'm thoroughly disappointed. Now that I've fixed and finished most of it, I mean, I didn't have any glass, but I ran out of glass. I'll deal with that later. I had the water wheels here so that if, say, this could ever fail, then there's still some water pumping into here. I mean, I might have to jump up there and just double check, because they seem like odd places to be labeled. But they should all... Do I not have... How far did I make it in this series without making create goggles? That's... Oh, that's worse. That's a little embarrassing. And we're also 40 minutes away from 200, so... Who knows? Maybe we might just extend this video to like 210, wherever. Whatever happens. You won't know. Hang on. You don't know yet, because I don't know yet. So what I'm imagining here is just 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 high, and then, I don't know, I'll probably go as far as I can, or at the very least, F3 and G. I think every chunk might be a little excessive. But I find it just a little difficult. Oh, does that actually line up with the edge of the... That does line up with the edge of the building, so maybe we just go with that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and one of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be what draws power from there over to, not here, but to these guys. Also, yeah. So, a little full. I might want to, well, I need to get this guy cut down, but in addition to that, I need to find a way to get power run up through here, from these guys. Do I even need the building to be this? Well, you know what? I want it to be... If I had it that wide, I could have a small station requesting all the items from these storages out to here. It would be a ton of packagers, but that's the whole point of this guy right here, is to make cardboard, which could then be used for packagers. And then I'm seeing a ton of missing belts. I really thought... I copy and paste... I really thought these would have been in when I printed it earlier. The difficult part we're going to find here is that this section will have basically 3, 3, 4, 5, the same sort of plan. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's basically gonna be a square. So not only are these operating as are these going to be operating they're gonna look like power lines, sure. But the important thing we're working on here is connecting the areas. So the power station, hang on, the power station is going to be connected by these lines to the wood mill, and, well, everywhere else we've got going on over here. It looks ugly, but it works. Story of my life. So, missed it. It's day 201. So, let's just keep going. So, what you can see here is I have filled out some large platforms after completing our power grid, if you want to call it that. You see our power plant is still functioning. In fact, it looks like it's topped off right now, so maybe it's just a little excessive even. But at this point, that's perfectly fine. That's still going. Not fast, but we're producing plenty for my current needs, which are I only really need dark oak. So everything I'm accomplishing right now is just bonus for me. But so let's go into the map. This larger section here is what I would like to turn into like the bulk crafting. So like a big cobblestone farm right here. In fact, this is the farm I have in mind. It maybe isn't the most space efficient, but it is possibly one of the cheaper options for. It has 4 drills per. Well, technically, it has 4 drills per 9 volts, which isn't the greatest. It's a little expensive, but that's the most I could fit reasonably onto 4 or onto a single large vault. So that's 36 drills. For 2 side to side, and that's probably it. I don't think I can squeeze a third one in, so it would have to go. In fact, yeah, let's just drag it out this way. It would sit right about there, and it looks like. Well, actually, this might I might be able to get away with this because this technically is going to be a wall, and this part of the farm should actually be mirrored. So that we have all the power coming through on this side. So I might just be able to make this. Ooh, I'll definitely be able to make that work. Now that I think about it, now that I get a chance to stop and look at it, and as a matter of fact, I could even pull it in a little bit, which means I could shift actually this whole thing over too, and the rest of this would just hang on, but it would be moved over very slightly, producing extra space at the front for, I don't know, this side could be really vertical, so maybe a sort of walkway or staircase up front. It comes around here, it kind of curves upward because there's a lot of space between these two. We've made a lot of progress regarding our factories today. We have this lovely curved area here, and then I think we'll put like the individual create mechanisms being produced over there. So this farm here is one thing that that can go here. Maybe I'll put a small kelp farm down like in the ground right here, like underneath all this. Put it on top of like underneath a glass floor, so I can see it. But yes, this is pretty much where I'm at as far as well, today's progress. I'd like to thank you all for coming along with me for the first 200 days of my solo create world. We're 60 hours into this world by now, and if you've watched, the whole way into here, I mean, you haven't seen every hour, every minute of the footage, but I appreciate you being here now. Whether you've just started watching on this episode or you've watched all of them up until now, I just want to thank you. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you You know, if you like what you saw, tell me what you liked in the comments. If you want to see something different, tell me that. Just, I don't know, interact. I do try to respond to all comments. You know, if I see them, I'll try and respond. At least let you know I am listening. But yeah. Until next time. Thanks for watching. So until next time, thanks for watching. Uh, come back for the next video. I don't know. Uh, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you didn't like. Crisis King. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.